are here to talk about our book, Confident Is She? A Queen's Guide to Reclaiming Her Throne and Reigning with Conviction. It is available on Amazon. It is not on Kindle Unlimited, but it is available on Amazon. You can hit the link in my bio and you can go purchase the book through Amazon. And it's also available on Apple, Kobo, Barnes and Nobles, Nook, Smashwords, and some other retailers. So it is available some of everywhere right now. So we are here with Miss Colleen. How are
Yeah,
you, Miss Colleen?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing great so far. So good. I'm laid back today, but I'm doing good. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I love relaxing. I love to do that, but some days it just don't happen.
Yes, I
So
know, right?
yeah, just introduce yourself right now. What it is you do, where you're from, and something interesting about yourself.
So, my name is Colleen Williams. I'm born in Trinidad, but I'm from Boston, Mass. I'm an author, motivational speaker, soccer coach, advocate for women and domestic violence and sexual abuse. And one thing about myself is I'm very laid back. I'm very observant. I'm just very quiet, humble. That's one thing about me.
Okay, that's that's good. I'm laid back too, observing, but around the right people, I'm very lively. So yeah,
Exactly.
I could be very loud with the right people.
They bring it
So
out of you.
yeah, they do. Especially when I'm very comfortable. Just like right now, I'm from the South, so I'm very country. I'm very country. So
Yes.
when I'm with my people, is I get so relaxed and I just string all my words together.
Yes.
But they understand. So yeah.
Exactly.
So in our book, you wrote a chapter, and your chapter title was "Walking Your Truth." I really love how you wrote your chapter. Um, where you talked about fear, you talked about how putting on your invisible crown. I just loved everything about that, and part of me could relate to um your story. And remember, I've told you about the when you talked about the Cinderella thing in your chapter, and I was like, that's the reason
Hmm.
why I chose the colors for this book, and I just knew we were all on the same wavelength for this book. So I'm thanking you again for
You're
choosing to
welcome.
read with me because this was a seamless process, and I really appreciate how everyone, especially you, because you were the first one to turn your chapter in. So I said, "Oh, Colleen was very, very on point." And then,
I had a lot to say.
yeah, and
Yes.
it wasn't much that I had to edit in your chapter.
Hmm.
Everything was just seamless, and I just appreciate it and thank you for being so vulnerable with your chapter.
Thank you.
So, can you tell the people that's on, our two people on here that's on, what your chapter was about without giving all of it away?
So, my chapter was about walking in your truth. And the reason why I chose that, because an incident happened that I had on my shirt. I had my own clothing line. It's called Know Your Worth. I had on my shirt Know Your Worth, and at that time, I didn't even know my own worth. And here I am traveling, and I'm teaching women to know their worth, and I didn't even know my own worth. And it was a situation that happened that I was in a relationship with somebody, and just a regular day, and he just called me out of my name, and it hit so hard. It triggered me because I heard this from my mother. I heard this from my father. I heard this from every relationship.
Mhm.
So here I am trying to walk straight. And for him to just take me off the track, I was like, nah. And you have to like know me. You have to know the person. You have to know the book. You have to like read the story to understand why I said what I said. Because coming from that Cinderella era, and now you're on a straight path,
Mhm.
away from your mother, you're on the straight path. And now to be with somebody who's supposed to love you to just knock you off that path again. So I'm teaching women, like, you have to walk in your truth. You have to walk the walk. You have to talk the talk. You can't just be like, yeah, I'm confident, but you're not confident.
Right.
So that chapter right there, like, when I got the opportunity, I had to jump on it, because a lot of people know I'm very quiet, I lay back, I'm observant. It's because, all your life you've been told so many things and you just feel like you're not confident enough. So it's like I had to write that chapter, and I get some messages. I don't even know who read the book. I don't know who downloaded the book, but I'm like, they was like, sis. I'm like, yes. It was like, yo, now I see. I'm like, well, you're welcome. So I'm so glad that if one person understand what I'm saying, then I help somebody.
Yes, exactly. So when I think about your title, how important do you think it is, or do you know it is, for women to walk in their truth?
It's very important. I cater to all women. I talk to all women. But for Black women, I think it's so important. We get dogged, we get treated, disrespected. So I just feel like it's time for us to stand up and know who we are and speak up and walk in our truth. Don't do this for somebody else. Don't do this to make somebody else happy. You have to know who you are. You have to know your worth. And if you're not walking in your truth, you're lying to yourself. That's just me. Don't That's just me, how I am now. Every situation, I'm like, hold up. Before I get into this situation, it has to be about me. I'm sorry. I can't keep filling your cup and making my cup empty. So I just feel it's very important, especially the next 4 months of 2023. As much as we've been through,
Uh-huh.
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
we have to.
Yeah, because I was just thinking about how, at my age now, stuff that I used to just let it just go. No,
Yes,
no,
yes.
I'm going to address
Come
it.
on.
I'm going to
Uh-huh.
address it. I'm going to stop it right in this tracks. Look, if you're going to keep
Uh-huh.
doing it, you can't be around me. You got to change
Exactly.
it. If you don't want to change it, you got to walk. So, yeah, walk in your truth. Know whose you are, your standards.
Mm,
That do not compromise your standards for nobody.
exactly.
Oh,
Exactly. Yep.
I'm just so glad for growth, because if I hadn't matured, I just don't know where I would be right now. You know,
Yes.
with allowing a lot of people to disrespect me, or, to disregard me, even myself, disregarding myself. That was the biggest problem I had. So if I
Yes.
didn't respect me and, think I was important, other people were not going to feel the same way. So thank
Exactly.
God for this, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
also, um, you talked about fear in your chapter, and how when you focus on fear, it becomes your reality. And we know that insecurity and low self-esteem, all of that is the base, based off of fear. So I'm just asking you, like, how do you keep from allowing if it's residual fear, or if it's just a new situation that brings up fear, how do you keep that from becoming such a big part of your new journey, which will keep you from progressing?
Because now my journey includes me, just me and God, God and I. That's it.
Hmm.
My journey before was me and everybody else. And one thing I learned is boundaries. Like, from what I've been through, we were talking about that today on your Facebook, where no one knows nothing about me. I'm an author. Nobody knew I wrote 11 books. And it's like, if you notice, I don't talk on social media because I get bashed the way I look. I'm 51. Why did I cut my dreads? Why am I so skinny? It's always something. So I was in fear. I just stopped talking on social media. I don't post. I don't say anything. But then I'm realizing, okay, how am I going to make it out there? How am I going to teach other women to overcome that fear? So if God can do it for me, I know He can do it for them. So that's
Right.
just the way I am right now. It's about me and God. I talk to Him. I pull up a chair, we talk, I pray it, I come back, I wait for an answer. We have that answer, and this is it. It's really about Colleen. The next 4 months is all about me. My husband is sitting right there. When I say it's all about me, it's really all about me. Like, my kids are grown. I just got to focus on me because I lost a lot by
Yeah.
fear. What is this person gonna say? What is this person gonna think? Jobs, just friendship, support. I lost too much, and if God gave me another year, that means He has something in store for me. So once I turned 51, I was just ready to go. Forget fear, run, keep
Mm-hmm.
moving, don't even look. Just keep
Yeah.
going. That's just me.
Yeah. And this project that we all did, that really brought a level of confidence, I feel, out of all of us. It really
Yes.
did, because doing these live videos, I would have never done that. Going on YouTube, I'm adding videos to YouTube. I've never done that before. So I even watching you, how you start posting about the book, and you posted those pictures for your birthday. I said, look at Colleen with her dress on and stuff. I was like, okay, because I had never
Yes.
seen you post anything else. So when I saw that, I said, okay, Colleen is coming out.
Yep.
So that is a plus. And going back to us as being authors, being an indie author, that can be difficult. You gotta market. You got to
Yes.
edit. If you can't pay an editor, you gotta learn all these different steps. You got to promote on social media. You got so much you gotta do. And then on top of that, once you get all of that done, the book drops, and then crickets. I've been
Mm-hmm.
through that. The first book I did, 2018, it was a short book. I hate I didn't bring it over here, but it was a short little book for little girls and young ladies, really, from, I say, like 6 up to 18, or a little bit beyond that. Um, I think it was like 7 chapters. It was small, but it wasn't much. It like $2, I think it was $2.99 or something. And I sold 4 copies. 4. I was one of the buyers.
I saw that post.
I only sold 3. So I was so discouraged because it took so long. It took over 10 years for me to even get to the point
Mm-hmm.
to write a book, because
Right.
I had writer's block for so long. So once I got the book done and I published it, and I'm thinking, oh, people that know me, family, all is going to buy this book. Nope,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't happen. And my feelings was so hurt behind that, and I really wanted to quit. But I was like, no, it got to be something. I didn't come too far for, just to quit. So when you posted in response and saying that you wrote 10 books and you didn't sell a copy, I was shocked, because I was gonna, when we did our publishing party on the 3rd, and we had to do the 2 truths and a lie, and you said I wrote 10 books. And I was like, I don't know. That's why I said I don't think she wrote 10 books. So when you say, yeah,
I
I wrote
did.
10 books, I was shocked. I was like, wait a minute, Colleen's been holding back on me. So I said,
Mm-hmm.
to her interview, I'm gonna get on to Colleen. I'm gonna say, oh, you made me mad,
Oh,
Colleen. You ain't tell me you wrote no books. But I get it. I really get it. So tell me about your books now. I want to hear all about
so I am an author of 10 books. And like you mentioned about the indie author situation, when you're an indie author, people don't take you serious. You're young, you don't know, you just want to get out there. So I made a lot of mistakes. So my books are like Who Feels It Knows It, Stop, Looking Back is Not an Option, From Bitter and Broken to Beautiful and Blessed, The Secret My Mother Kept. Some of those names, well, those are my books, but I was with different publishing company who just took my money. Nobody heard from them. And I'm like, okay, so what happens next? And they just, whatever happened. In 2016, I wrote another book. I wrote that book like 3 times with 3 different publishing companies. And I don't know how it works. I just listened to what they said and I just signed the contract. Every time the book sold, they just kept the money. And I just kept going. I'm by myself. I don't know anything. But I wasn't the only one that they were doing this to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I kept going. And I did 5 anthologies. And it's like, oh my gosh, girl, don't worry. I don't want to say the name before they listen to me. And they was like, oh, I'm nothing like the next person. They were worse. And here I am. I'm just writing and just writing. And just no one has an idea who Colleen Williams is. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? The only time somebody knew who I was when I did that piece with LaToya Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
If these walls could talk.
Right.
Everybody was like, are you serious? Oh, I didn't know. And I'm like, well, now you know. Mm-hmm. So the only time I'm actually getting acknowledged is with Confident Is She and with LaToya Nicole. That's 8. And then I have 2 more that's just sitting in my laptop because I already did it, but I got scammed because the person I sent the book to was not who I thought it was. So she took my book. I don't know nothing about lawyers and attorneys, so I'm just writing and writing. But you know me, I promised myself the next 4 months I'm going to learn. I'm going to figure these things out because I'm an advocate for domestic violence, and I teach women about red flags. I teach them about knowing their worth. I teach them about the signs, how to get out safe. And it's like one of the books was called From Bitter and Broken to Beautiful and Blessed. And that was one of my best books to see where I came from with breast cancer, bone cancer, to see every relationship I've been in has been abusive, you know. And it's like for me to come out of that book was my baby. Ran into somebody else, girl, I got you. She did the book cover, haven't heard from her since. Did another book, is called Blinded by Love. Haven't heard anything. And I'm just like, okay, come on, really, what am I doing wrong? So, you know, I was telling you in the last interview about the fear and why I'm so laid back. And I don't talk much because December of last year, I was diagnosed with bone cancer. Mm-hmm. And I thought that you're supposed to have more support. Everybody just backed off. And I thank God every single day. I'm like, God, maybe you wanted me to do this by myself. So from December till now, I'm not going to use the word suffering. I'm just growing through the cancer in my arm. And I know God is going to remove it. That's why I couldn't write. So I'm good. And I tell you I'm good. God was like, I'm saving you for a reason. You sit there, you heal, you'll be all right. And watch 2024. The cancer will be gone. I know it will because I talk to God all the time. It will be gone. Yeah. And I will be able to write again. And I'm going to just keep aiming for the stars. So, yes, I am an author of 10 books. I just don't know where the books are. I have no idea, but.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Please don't stop writing because clearly you have a wonderful voice, writing voice. Please do that. Don't ever quit because somebody is going to need what you have to say. Yes. No matter how things go, you just learn through it because I started off making mistakes. I still make mistakes. Even on my own, even with this one, I made a mistake. I had to go back and redo it. I had to redo the whole book before it came out. And at first I was about to panic about it, but I was like, no, we're going to get this straight. You know, we all make mistakes. It happens to the best of us. But I made sure that I don't quit. And Colleen, please don't quit. Whatever
I can't
you do, you need my help. And I'm telling you right now, on Instagram, it's going to be on YouTube and all. So there will be with you. If you need help with your next book, just come to me and I will help you.
Right.
I'm telling you that in front of everybody. I will help you.
Yes.
It's the book cover, editing, whatever. I'm going to help you with this because, and I don't want nobody else to get no ideas. This is for Colleen. So I'm going to help you to the best of my ability. Just let me.
Thank you so much.
I got you. And I
Thank you. Most
Real.
definitely.
The Lord hear me too. So
I know you got me, honey. Trust. I know you got me. I know that.
I'm gonna help you with that because I know how hard it is to have all these stories that you want to tell, and it seems like it's not going right, or people miss over you, or if you don't get the support you thought you were gonna get. But see, that's the thing when we think that nothing is going on in our favor, it
Of
actually is. It really
course.
is because God is working in the background. We just can't see it.
Mhm.
Just like before, I was working with this young lady, and she really sold it. I mean, she sold it. The look, she was just on point, just talking, and I'm like, okay, she knows what she's talking about. She did know what she was talking about, but we got messed over.
Mhm.
And And I could say the name, but I'm not going to do that because some people will know who it is. But I said I would never work with that person again because, first of all, I know this is business, but at the same time, we are working on behalf of the kingdom. We're working on behalf of progressing
Right.
God's kingdom. Okay, if we're paying you for, your expertise, your time, and all that, you don't have to lie to me to get my money.
Mhm.
You don't
Exactly.
have to put anything in your contract, and then when I ask about it, you kind of get like this, don't contact me this way. And I'm like, what? But you contact me for my money. So, like,
Right.
it just don't make sense. But, yeah, I get it with this whole thing. And when it comes to, you writing these anthologies, I could see you doing your own anthology, being the visionary over that. And if you need help with that, just come to me with that. I will I will help you. I will
Of
help you.
course. Of course. Thank you.
So let's get back on track. We done got off track.
It's alright.
Let's get back to it. When it comes to your confidence, what do you do outside of talking to God, prayer, and all that? What extra things do you do to maintain your confidence?
I don't do anything. I seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I seriously. I don't do anything. I really can't right now because I told you what the diagnosis. So I really sit at home. I work and I just come home and I sleep. I really don't have much to do because you're right. You need your right arm to write, to do every single thing. So I just really chill and just ask God, when is it going to be over? So I really don't do, I'm not going to lie. I want to write, but I can't. I read. I just started reading, your new book that's going to be released. He's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, what I used to do, I used to beat up myself. And I'm like, why are you so stupid? Why? And I'm like, hold up, it's not me. But this book, these women, I saw them before on social media, including you. And until I read this book, I never knew their stories. And it brought me so much closer. Like, girl, you're not the only one. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
no favoritism. I love me some Latoya. She is just so, I don't know. And then to read that, I'm like, I'm looking at her picture and I'm like, what? Nah. And it's like just to be in that same book that it's not just me. To see we all went through so much and we still keep persevering,
Mm-hmm.
that ain't no way I can give up. That right there, I was like, yeah, all right.
And
As soon as,
I,
turn it on. As soon as this diagnosis gone, I'm just gonna be pushing forward. 2024 is mine,
mm,
definitely.
even if you don't use your hand to write, speak into what is it? I forget what it's called. You can do some kind of, you can do like a recorder or something.
Voice to text or something like that.
Right, right. Do that. It'll be down on paper, and then after that, you can go. Once you're feeling good, feeling better, your body is healed, and you can just start from there. And most of
Mhm.
it'll be done. Just do that.
Right, right.
Yeah. So, um, do you have any words of wisdom for women who has been in your shoes, but was also like kind of holding on to that old stuff? What words of wisdom or advice do you have for them?
My advice is to seriously get a copy of this book. It's literally a queen's guide because it really I couldn't even pass chapter 1 and what do you call them, the testimonies. I couldn't get past that because you were actually talking to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you ask God for something and then you get it and then you keep going back and you're just sitting there, but yet you're still asking God and He's taking your hand, let's go, but you just want to stay there. So that
Yeah.
was me. And when I tell you I could not get to chapter 2, I was like, okay, girl, you gotta go with this chapter. And I realized, and I sat there after the testimony and I prayed and I was like, God, I apologize for holding on so long. I'm ready to just move on. So
Mm,
for any woman who just feels not confident enough or who feels like you're not good enough, just know that you are. Grab a copy of Confident Is She. Hit up one of the authors. We're definitely ready to help you, talk to you. We're there. I just joined Optimum Life, her group. Latasha, I've never met so many amazing, supportive women before. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. So there's people out there to talk to. Hey, if you need somebody to talk to, hit up author Latoya Garrett. She got you. And that's one thing about you. You're an inbox away. You never take no 24 hours. I never know what you're going through. You just respond just like that. And
yeah.
it's just amazing to have somebody that cares about you on the other end.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I know how I feel. I know how it feels, on the other side of that. So I said, whenever I get the opportunity to, meet different people or,
Mm-hmm.
up with them, do right by them. Treat them the way I want to be treated. So that's what I
Exactly. Yes.
yeah. So I don't know what time it is, how
I
much
know.
time we have left,
Oh, it's 8 o'clock.
but
It's 8 o'clock.
oh, really? Okay. So it's time to go. So but before we go, is there any contact information? Where can people find you? Social media, email, anything?
My name is Colleen Williams. I'm on Facebook, Colleen Williams. I'm on Instagram, author Colleen Williams. I'm there. My email address is empresscolleen617 at gmail.com. And you can meet me there and we'll talk.
Yes. And also email her, DM her to encourage her to keep writing because
Yes.
yes, it's needed
I
and
can't give up. I won't give up. I promise you.
good. And I'm going to be looking forward to hearing from you about your next publication.
You
Can't
will.
wait.
You will. I promise you.
All right. So that concludes our live author chat today. Go get the book. It is on Amazon Kindle. Paperback. You can also hit the link in my bio if you want to autograph paperback. Just hit that link and I'll send you your book. So
And
be on the
my
lookout for
gift. I
Colleen,
love
y'all.
your book. I got your book. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're
Came right
welcome.
on time. Right on time.
How
Yes.
far have you gotten into it?
The No, the journals.
Oh,
That's what I'm working on right now. So the journals. I got those. The gift. The 5 books I got.
yeah, the giveaways.
Those. Yes. Yes. I just got them a couple of days ago. So I love it's so wow, beautiful. Love it.
Yeah, those are Latoya's books. She gave me a lot of books to give away.
Wow.
So
Okay.
you got some, your husband got some, Latasha got some. So it was a lot, and I had to just separate them all and try to pair them up the right way. But yeah, she
Yeah.
gave us a
Yeah.
lot. So hopefully you know, we'll do something else soon. Cause I do want to work with you and Latasha and Latoya and Janice again some kind of way. So we'll see how this is gonna work out. But I feel like we will work
It's
together
gonna
again.
happen. It's gonna happen. Trust me.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm not gonna hold you up any longer. I got some balloons I have to go blow up for tomorrow. So
Oh yes, yes. You never get no rest.
and
Enjoy.
I might fall over and go to sleep like I've been falling over like a little toddler just in the middle. So I went to sleep with my laptop in my lap the other night, just laid over
Mm-hmm.
sleep with my laptop on. So yeah, we'll see.
Thank you, darling.
You're welcome. So it was good talking to you, and
Nice talking to you too.
we'll talk again soon.
All right, honey. Bye bye.
All right, bye.
Bye bye.